Now, I have to admit that the Mother of Olms plotline is a little strange, and I'm not quite sure what to think of it at this point. We are right on the cusp of the lead up to the major finale, and yet there's so much we don't know, and this plotline will have to explain a lot, and I hope it doesn't go into pure exposition dump mode. But the show has delivered us some really solid episodes, focusing on Sasha's guilt and her desire to be better, and her struggle to lead the forces of Wartwood because she's the best person for the job, even though she has a lot of hesitancy about whether or not she's even moral. As to the Olm plot, it is first introduced in the Fight at the Museum episode in 3A. There is this beautiful ancient vase with a picture of the pink frog that is the ancestor to the planters. At the end of the episode, they look at the vase under blacklight and it says to seek the Mother of Olms. So we wait until the end of the next episode, Temple Frogs, and then we get the full explanation wherein Anne learns the secret message. And she's not sure what to make of that, so she just laughs it off in the way that so many dramatic plot points were laughed off in Season 3A in favor of a lot of lighthearted episodic adventures. Now, it's not a joke, as evidenced by how the plotline features in Season 3B in the upcoming episodes. But it's a little strange here, almost Gothic, like some strange and mystical forces that appear to have been quenched by the sunshine and the light and the beauty suddenly rush back into focus and make their ghostly presence known. It's odd. It's very odd. Season 3A treats this reveal with a little bit of blitheness, as though it's both setting the stage for Season 3B and mocking those who focus so heavily and monomaniacally on the lore of the show. And I think this is justified in a lot of ways. There are indeed people who are so obsessed with lore and irrelevant parts of world building and mythology above all else that they do not focus on the parts of the show that matter the most. Character relationships, actions, choices, the moving parts of a narrative. That said, Season 3A does not exactly provide a lot of poignant character moments either. There are a few, but they're not exactly common. So, mocking a lore obsession like this kind of felt, to me, a little bit like the show demeaning those who wanted more than light and frothy adventures, even though, considering the end of Season 2B, I think wanting more than these simple adventures was completely justified. But I'm not going to keep complaining about Season 3A. I've done more than enough of that. And if you want that, go check out a lot of the videos I made on Season 3A. These episodes have been really good and really interesting, these Season 3B ones. I'm so glad to have Anne back in Amphibia. I'm so glad to have Sasha back. She's such a dynamic and volatile character. She's still the same stubborn, passionate, loyal, obsessed person that she's been before. She's still capable of falling into a rage, but she understands herself more, and she's more committed to looking at the needs and desires of others instead of just what she believes is best. She's clearly trying to learn, and she references what she's learned multiple times in these episodes in a way that does not feel intrusive or heavy-handed, but instead feels like what this hyper-aware, hyper-self-critical person like Sasha would do in a situation like this in which she's trying to prove that she has changed to herself as much as anyone. For instance, in the Battle of the Bands episode, Sasha finally accepts that even if her plan is the best for the practical well-being of those around her, she still needs to consider what the other people want and need for themselves. So she has learned how to lay back a bit and stop being so intrusive. And this is demonstrated multiple times in the Rebellion episodes that started off Season 3B, in which we see Sasha deliberately let people figure out their struggles and their conflicts on their own because she believes it's what they want for themselves and it would be best for them, and she is often right. So these episodes have done a lot to integrate Sasha into the pantheon of the right and the good, without diminishing that wild, chaotic energy inside her that makes her such a compelling character to watch. But now the show has to think about the general plot going forward, especially since the show does not have a lot of time left. It has turned back to the major narrative, which has meant turning back toward the Mother of Olms. The only Olms we have seen thus far before the Olm Town Road episode was back in Season 2, when those Olms accosted Sprig and Polly. And as a lot of us expected, Sprig and Polly bring up those Olms, and our group goes to see those Olms, and those Olms help them. They go and take them into the underground city and introduce our heroes to their leader, who is a callous jerk. But after Sasha, throwing caution to the wind, rages against the injustice of this leader's decisions, this leader changes their mind and allows them to see Mother Olm. And here we are. What will Mother Olm reveal, and how will it be related to Andrias and his past and the future of the show? I think the relation is going to be quite explicit. There is definitely a connection between Mother Olm and the pink frog that swiped the music box from Andrias. This pink frog is possibly an ancestor of the planters, and I thought that they would feature into the Earth episodes, considering there has to be some way the music box got to Earth. But as long as the pink frog is dealt with in the future of the show, in the limited time it has left, I will be perfectly content, and I believe the show will do this. There are a lot of guesses that can be made from the information we have so far, but some guesses are better than others. We can make a lot of predictions based on the information that we know, instead of veering off into wild conspiracy theories. Think about how the Mother of Olms likely knew the pink frog, being an old leviathan of wisdom and knowledge. This Mother of Olms will probably be the one to relate the story of the pink frog, and thus the story of Andrias and the music box, to our heroes. We will likely spend some time with the Mother of Olms, and then we will transition into the backstory of Andrias and his friends that will likely take center stage in The Core and the King. And from there, it is a pretty clear progression into the last couple episodes of the show before the finale. Anne and her friends will know from this backstory episode what they need to do, and then they will go and make their final preparations, try to rescue Marcy, perhaps, and then launch their final attack on Andrias to stop him from crowning himself the king of all worlds. This Mother of Olms was likely in the Utopian court back in those old days, and thus has direct information about the Pink Frog, Andrias, and that entire group. So, though there might not be the interactions between Sasha, Anne, and Marcy that I personally wanted before the finale, as Marcy is still being held captive by the core, they are doing a lot of work to set up a grandiose and interesting finale for all of us that brings in all the mythological and lore questions about the world that we have been asking throughout the last couple of years of this show. So thank you all for watching. If you liked what you saw today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Donate to my Patreon if you can, and you want to see more videos like this. I'm wondering where the show goes in terms of internal conflicts now that Sasha has been well integrated into the group. Will we focus on Marcy going forward? I'm interested to see what the show does. Tell me your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, tune in soon for my next analysis. It will be coming soon. I promise you that. Go to my Patreon if you want to see videos before anyone else can. Adios, comrades.